Hey guys, so like if you're new to the channel or you're unfamiliar with this type of video, this is basically a continuation of my Let's Talk series. So like basically what I tend to do is I just talk about stuff and it just turns into a discussion. So I talk about things in this video, and like what I really like to happen is like we uh, continue that discussion in the comments and on social media. So it is a fun, like in a way it's like a fun thing to do. So yeah, let's get into it. So in today's episode, like the topic of a discussion or the theme will be like what I watched on the TV while I was gone for like a long time from YouTube. So where to start? Let's start from Mandalorian, because that series is something that's like in huge discussion recently, and a lot of people seem to like it. So and I like it a lot too. So let's start with the Mandalorian. So let's start with the things I loved about the Mandalorian in this season. So the very first thing that comes to my mind is Ashoka Tano's like appearance. Man, such a huge fan, and I'm sure most of the people that watch Star Wars are as well. So yeah, it was so nice to see her finally on live action, because I've always wanted to see a live action version of Ashoka Tano, and yeah, it I think the creators did like justice to that character in this season, and yeah, hopefully we get to see more, which we definitely will, because it is getting Ashoka Tano is getting her own TV series on Disney Plus. So I'm really excited for that. So the other things that I liked about the Mandalorian this season was when they name dropped Thrawn. Thrawn is one of my most favorite characters in Star Wars. So I actually freaked out when I heard like uh, his name being mentioned, and yeah, I definitely think he's gonna have a huge role in the new Star Wars universe going forward for sure. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what like Star Wars has coming. And the another thing that I liked about the Mandalorian this season was that like they finally gave Boba Fett like a justice, because what I've been been noticing for the first three episodes of Star Wars, the movies, like Boba Fett was like so underused, and like I and like despite all the hype, you can never tell like what was so special about that character. But I'm so glad in this season like they actually like built a proper story for Boba Fett, and like actually gave that character justice. And yeah, I'm so excited to see like what Boba Fett has to offer in uh the book of Boba Fett that's gonna come on Disney Plus soon. So yeah, I'm so excited for that. Another thing that I liked about the Mandalorian this season was Fennec Shan's appearance. I was very surprised that like she was still alive, but yeah, I think like it's so nice to see her back, and yeah, I think Ming has to be like one of the best female action actresses on television, because like she does a really good job, and yeah, I will be talking about her more. Like going on in this like video, so stay tuned for that. And another thing that I liked about the Mandalorian this season was Bo-Katan appearance. And yeah, I think the way they ended the season, it's gonna be interesting, how they handle the whole dark saber thing, because yeah, it's gonna be very interesting. So yeah, I'm very excited for that. And yeah, I also thought Moff Gideon was a really good in this season. Yeah, I thought he did a really good job. And yeah, so I was excited. That was another thing that I liked about this season. And yeah, he's definitely gonna have like a good role to play, but like it'll be interesting to see like how him and Thrawn interact when they do. So yeah, that's gonna be very interesting to see. And another thing that I liked about the Mandalorian this season was the Dark Troopers. They looked awesome. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. They looked amazing, and yeah, I definitely liked seeing them. Uh, so yeah. And another thing that I liked about the Mandalorian this season was Luke Skywalker's hallway scene. Oh man, that's so iconic. It like you could like tell like the connection between like the Darth Vader hallway scene straight away, and yeah, that's immediately something I was reminded of. And yeah, it was so nice to see like Luke follow in his father's footsteps and get a like that hallway scene. So yeah. And another thing that I liked about the Mandalorian this season was that like Mando really stepped up as like a father figure for Grogu. Um and yeah, like you could tell that because like there's so many times in this season where like he took his helmet off. That's something he's like that's against his code. So yeah, that was nice to see that like he really stepped up for um like Grogu, and it actually is kind of funny that like I guess like now he, instead of having one appearance where he takes his helmet off uh from the previous season, I guess like Pedro Pascal gets to take his helmet like twice now. I wonder if that means like in season 3 he's gonna get to take his helmet off 3 times. In terms of the things that I didn't like, well, I suppose there's only one thing that I didn't like in the season. Otherwise, it was like a flawless season. Like the one thing that I didn't like about the season was like when Goku kept eating like the baby eggs. I just felt like disgusted, and yeah, so that's the only like a negative I guess I would like take away from the season. But otherwise, that it's like it's an amazing season for sure. And yeah, I'm really excited for season 3, and unfortunately that's gonna come um very late into like what do you call it, 2021, or I think they might like push it to 2022, so we'll have to see. In terms of the future, well, like since they like name dropped Thrawn, I think like they are definitely setting up like a Filoni type Star Wars universe, and um that obviously means that like there's gonna be more Star Wars series, which is definitely true because like we've already seen Disney confirm like Star Wars series, so like that is definitely gonna happen. And I think also that like Mando and Bo-Katan are definitely gonna have to duel at some point for that dark saber. So that'll be interesting when it happens. And otherwise, I don't really know what the future is for Grogu because like I don't know how they're gonna show like him and Luke Skywalker like training, because like if they're gonna do the CGI, it's gonna be very costly for Disney, and I don't think Disney wants to do that. So that will be very interesting how Disney goes about that. But yeah, overall, season 3 is not even out yet. Season the season was amazing, and yeah, I definitely cannot wait for season 3. It's definitely gonna be better than season two two for sure. The question just is like, when is it gonna come out? Because it cannot come like I cannot wait. I really can't wait. So yeah, I'm really excited for season 3. Moving on. So now we're gonna talk about clouds. So quickly on Clouds, so like yeah, I thought Clouds is like a good was a good movie. It's based on a true story, and yeah, you could like watch it on Disney Plus. So like definitely make sure to watch it out on Disney Plus. And yeah, it was very emotional. I watched it near I watched it near midnight. So like yeah, I'm all you're already tired at that point, but like yeah, I definitely like shed a few tears, and I think you will as well if you watch it. You could definitely watch it with your family, and you could watch it without your family as well if you like. Either way, but yeah, it's definitely a good movie, and I definitely recommend to check it out. So now, moving on to Soul. Yeah, so Soul was a really good movie. I really liked it. Um, Pixar really did a good job with the animations, and yeah, it was a good story as well. With a really good message as well. So like, I think we need to like realize that like sometime that we're, even when we're living a life, we're not really living a life. So we have to like when we're, we have to make sure like in our life that we like try to take all the opportunities we get and really enjoy the time we have, because we don't know how long we're gonna have it. So yeah, definitely check out Soul if you haven't, and yeah, let me know if you liked Soul. Moving on to Tenet. So yeah, this was one of the movies I was like that I really wanted to see this year. Not this year. I'm in 2020, and yeah, I was really like I really enjoyed watching this film, and yeah, it's was basically a typical Christopher Nolan film, and I really like Christopher Nolan's like directing, so you could tell I really enjoyed it. Um, yeah, just based on the plot, like typically what Christopher Nolan tends to do is like he tends to mix up the ending and like the mid story of the film and then the beginning, which is basically like what happened in this movie. Like at various points you would see plots of like action that had already occurred, and then they'd go in some kind of time stone travel thingy, and then like you get they'd be basically moving backwards in time, and yeah, you'd get to see that. You could tell that was like something Christopher Nolan planned out. And yeah, I definitely enjoyed watching Tenet. So yeah, I definitely recommend watching Tenet. And yeah, let's move on to Wonder Woman. Moving on to Wonder Woman 1984. So um, yeah, I thought this was a one of DC's better films, and yeah, so I thought it did a really good job giving you that feel of the 80s, and I know a lot of people on the internet were saying this basically feels like a Superman film from the 80s, and I kind of agree because it did give me the old Superman films vibes, which I don't personally mind because I really did enjoy the old Superman films. I thought they were really good, and yeah, so I thought that was good. One thing I also agree with people on the internet was seeing Steve Trevor come back was like very weird, and yeah, it didn't feel right to me exactly. But a thing that I really liked about the wonder about this movie was near the end, like in the post credit scene, we got to see a tribute to the old Wonder Woman. So that's something I really liked about this movie as well. So now let's talk about Mulan. So one of the uh, one of the things, and I think I'm basically gonna say it's my only thing that I liked about this movie was seeing the old Mulan in and the end of the film. So yeah, it was really nice to see Ming again. So yeah, that's something I liked about Mulan. But in terms of things I didn't like, well, um, I didn't like the fact that Mishu wasn't there. I mean, that's like making a film about Aladdin and not having the genie. So it just didn't feel right because he's such a huge part of Mulan. So yeah, I didn't like that, and I also didn't like Jean Yang. I thought her character was kind of extraordinary. I don't feel like the movie really needed her character that much. So yeah, I didn't really like her character, and I also didn't like the fact that they gave Mulan kind of extraordinary powers that even in the animated version like Mulan was like an extra, like she was a good warrior, of course, but like she didn't have like insane powers. So like I think they like went overboard with that fact. So that's something I didn't like about Mulan, because like I'm all for like women power and everything, but like I want it to seem, I would I would ideally want it to like be closer to the like source material, which I don't think this movie did a really good job of. Overall, I would say like you should still watch Mulan with your family, and yeah, because it is watchable. It's just like it's just not like as good as the animated version. So if you're a big fan of the animated version like me, you're gonna be very disappointed while watching this, because it just doesn't have that same feeling. So yeah, and I was also disappointed that like Mishu wasn't there. I thought he was a huge miss in that movie. So yeah. Anyway, so now let's move on to the Twitter moments. So those were the Twitter moments. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and yeah, comment whatever you thought about all the things I discussed in this video. And yeah, if you could do me one more favor, make sure to subscribe to my channel, so like I could gain subscribers, and yeah, and like do more of these kind of videos with you guys. So yeah, in in the meantime, I'll see you in a future video.